Meanwhile, a race that's gotten national attention, the three-person fight for the Senate. Rochelle Ritchie is following the activity at Kendrick Meek's headquarters in Key Biscayne. Don Germaze is watching the Charlie Crist crowd in St. Petersburg. But we begin with Carson Chambers, who's live from Marco Rubio's election night headquarters in Coral Gables. Good evening, Carson.
Good evening, Wendy. It's been pretty relaxed here, pretty easygoing. They have the band starting to play tonight. We are live at the Biltmore Hotel. We're in Coral Gables, and Marco Rubio's supporters, friends, and families starting to file in tonight. Republicans hoping to pull off some big wins across the country. They hope one of those wins will be here with Marco Rubio.
Marco Rubio's election night party is named Reclaim America, a resounding message echoed by Republican candidates across the country leading up to the midterm election. Riding high in the latest U.S. Senate polls, the 39-year-old Republican frontrunner seems to have a comfortable lead, but only election night will reveal if he'll finish strong. According to a Quinnipiac poll out Monday, Rubio took 45% of the vote. That poll suggests the former Florida House Speaker is splitting the independent vote with Charlie Crist. Rubio told South Florida reporters this morning he's ready to go to work if elected, as he voted in West Miami.
And I just spoke with a Rubio staffer. How large will this event be? Well, to give you an idea, over 300 media sources credentialed for this thing, 75 of them from other countries. So quite the night here with Marco Rubio. We're going to send it over to Hollywood live with Rochelle Ritchie. Rochelle, how's it going?
Well, Carson, it's actually pretty quiet here. We haven't seen any Meek supporters show up just yet, and we're just under an hour away from when the polls will close and the counting will begin. Now, senatorial candidate Kendrick Meek is expected to be here at the Rusty Pelican sometime this evening. His election party is set to get underway at 7:30. Now, Meek pulling off a win will be anything short of a miracle. He's trailed behind Marco Rubio and Charlie Crist in the polls since winning the primary and has struggled to pick up momentum. Meek, who was endorsed by former President Bill Clinton, has focused heavily on job creation and education during his campaign, like the other two candidates. Now, if he is elected, he hopes to increase minimum wage and boost small business loans. Now, like the other two candidates, he is not in support of Senate Bill 6, and he's also spent his efforts campaigning at several universities across the state, including Florida Atlantic University and University of Central Florida, where he told students he plans to cut the interest rates of student loans in half. Now, Meek has only 18% of the vote right now, coming in third after Charlie Crist. Now let's head over to St. Petersburg, where Don Germaze is with the Crist campaign. Don.
Meek has been meeting with...
Good evening. Charlie Crist is in the house, is in his suite upstairs from the majestic ballroom at the Renaissance Vinoy here in downtown St. Petersburg. You know, Carson Chambers mentioned 300 reporters are trying to cover the Marco Rubio campaign. Judging from the size of the room where Crist is holding his party, I don't think they can fit 300 people in here. So they're certainly not expecting quite the crowd that Rubio got. This is not the first time Charlie Crist has run for senator. A lot of people may not remember because they haven't been here. Charlie ran for senator in 1998. He got creamed by then-Senator Bob Graham. He's trailing again right now. But you know what? You see him on the streets talking to the people. He sure doesn't look like he's losing. Charlie Crist always seems happiest when he's pressing the flesh with common everyday people. And he seemed positively thrilled to be waving a sign on US 19 today.
I'm excited, I'm encouraged, and I'm optimistic, and I'm really looking forward to tonight. You know, it's in the hands of the people now, and I'm so glad it's finally there. It's not in the hands of pollsters and pundits, it's the people, and it really is about them. This race is about them and their future and their freedom to reduce taxes, to get government out of their personal lives, and do what's right for Florida and America.
And Charlie Crist says that he thinks he will win. He thinks there will be a big surge to the polls before they close, 7 o'clock local time, 8 o'clock in the Panhandle. We will see as the night wears on. Live in St. Petersburg, Don Germaze, ABC Action News.
Thank you, Don. Be sure to stay tuned for World News tonight and a complete wrap-up of all the key national races to watch. Also, tonight, we've got you covered with all the local election results and statewide. Join us at 7:30 for our Democracy 2010 coverage. We'll bring you all the early results and break down the big races. We'll also cut into programming briefly for you throughout the evening to keep you updated on some of these very close races. At the end of the night, check in with us for live team coverage on ABC Action News at 11.